Hello and welcome to what's probably one of my favourite things to make, chocolate crisps. And I can promise you there's not a single potato anywhere in sight. First of all, we're going to start off with a batch of the standard raw chocolate, and I'm using some mint essential oil here. Just 1 drop is enough for 1 batch of chocolate. Obviously, depending on the strength of the essential oils, you will want to taste test it. And then we're going to use about 1/4 teaspoon of granulated sugar. Less is more. If you overload it with sugar, it's really not that pleasant in the mouth. It's far too crunchy. So give it a really good mix in, get all that sugar mixed in. Now I'm going to have a little bit of an experiment here with some Rice Krispies, which I think actually that's what they use in like the Elizabeth Shaw and the Bendix mints, so I thought I'd give it a go. I don't think it's Rice Krispies, but it's rice. So anyway, you can just use the sugar, that works absolutely perfectly, but for the sake of the video and to experiment for you guys, I thought we'll give it a go. So I mixed in a tiny amount of crushed up Rice Krispies with the sugar as well, and that's it. I mean, you could use the sugar, you could use Rice Krispies, you could both, whatever. Anyway, then a piece of baking paper, and you just spoon the chocolate into sort of vague circular shapes. If you let the chocolate set for a little bit, so it's not quite so runny, you'll be better able to make thicker chocolates and to sort of hopefully shape them a little bit more. But this was quite runny chocolate, and as you'll be able to see, it kind of moves around a fair bit. So once that's done, pop them into the fridge and out they come. I mean, obviously you can see the Rice Krispies really clearly in these ones. I mean, you can see how easy they come off of the silicone paper, and that's it. It's so easy and they're really, really effective. So next up we are going to do something slightly different. We're going to be making some orange crisps, and here we're just using a standard orange flavouring from the supermarket. If you've got essential oils, you could use those here as well. With the mint, you could use a mint flavouring. So I think it's around about a 1/4 or 1/2 teaspoon, probably about 1/2 teaspoon for a full batch of chocolate. Just mix it in really, really well. And here we go again with the mould cleaning. As I said, the cacao powder, no, not the cacao powder, the cacao butter leaves a residue, and it really doesn't matter how well you wash them, that will still come through. So just polish up your moulds. Professional chocolatiers do this as well. Just polish them up before you use them, and that will give you a much nicer finish. Once you've done that, it's just a case of, I think we used about 1.5 teaspoons, maybe 2 teaspoons in this disc mould, and they worked really well. It was just a last minute kind of spur of the moment thought that they would look like the the ones that you can get in the supermarkets. So again, you agitate the chocolate to get any air bubbles out, give them a bang on the work surface, and then a jiggle and a shake, and if you want to do it to the music, then why not? And once that's done, it's just into the fridge. Probably give them a good 15 to 20 minutes to make sure they're properly set, and then they just pop out of the moulds that easily. And look at them, they just look like the real thing, don't they? And they're delicious. I ate them straight away. So there you go, have lots of fun and eat all the chocolates.